What's up, y'all? It's 2:02 and good morning, matter of fact. It's what, 7 in the morning? I'm working from home today. I am teleworking. I do telework majority of the time. I'm only in the office about 2 days a week. So basically on my telework days, I get up at the same time for the most part. Sometimes I might roll out of bed and get right on the computer depending on what time it is. But I get out of bed, I log on to the email, see my emails, log on to the ticketing system, log on to the connection system so I can connect to other users if I have to. Excuse me. I just got this hat, matter of fact. I was just given this hat. But anyway, besides that, I get started by checking my emails. Usually have some left over from the previous day after I got off. So I get emails from like 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock, something like that, and I just go over them to make sure it's nothing for me. And then I check my actual tickets that I have in my queue and I follow up on them if I haven't already. And if they haven't responded back in about 2 days, then I will close the ticket. But this is the day in the life of a help desk technician, IT technician, whatever you want to call it, and I'm working from home. Most people think that you need some type of degree, certification, super experience to start working from home. And that's not it. Granted, a lot of us started working from home once COVID hit, but some people was already in tech working from home. I definitely remember when I was an exterminator and I would go to people's houses. I went to some very big houses of people who worked directly from home, as well as my neighbor at my mom's house. Like he does tech too. Guess what? Works straight from home. So yeah, y'all. That's when it but when it started for me, it was definitely based from COVID. But when they seen how proficient or efficient it was, then why not still allow people to work from home and not have to be directly bothered, especially if when you're in help desk or when you're in tech period. If you're in an office environment and people notice you work in tech, they will literally stop you for no reason. And when I mean stop you for no reason, here's an example. How on earth are you having trouble? I'm gonna just give you a couple examples. Number one, how on earth are you having trouble and you didn't remember that you were having trouble until you seen me at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, or when you see me at 12 o'clock in the afternoon with lunch in my hand? You're just now remembering that you need to say something? No, you know what I'm saying? So that, or you could just be walking in the halls and people want to, oh, can I ask you a question? Like, no, more than likely, I'm on my way to go assist a user and you're trying to stop me or asking me a question because you're too lazy to just email it, or I don't even know if that's lazy because it seems like counterproductive for real. You could have emailed me about this, but since you saw me, you decided to remember, or maybe you remembered when you saw me because you saw me and know that I was in IT. But I look at that as laziness for real. Like even like for instance, we got things going on at my office, and so IT is displaced. And somebody saw me and asked me, well, where y'all sitting at? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter where we're sitting at. If you need help, you need to put in a ticket to get help so they can assign it to a tech to help you. You know what I'm saying? You ask me where I sit at don't mean anything. For instance, once the stuff that's happening in my office is over, we have to basically relocate. And imagine trying to move your stuff and people are bothering you, or put your stuff back where it belongs and people are bothering you coming down to your apartment. I mean your apartment. Coming down to your department and didn't put in any type of ticket or anything. Or then you know what I'm saying? So that's why I just like working from home. It's just more secluded in a good way. But yeah guys, like to work from home, you don't need a whole bunch of experience. I do videos on it all the time talking about it. You do not need a whole bunch. You need little to no experience. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't have any at all and get their job. Like I'm gonna brag on my man every time. He had no IT background. He went in self-taught, got himself a certification, and then got hired at a university. Shout out to my dog. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all he had was the knowledge, you know what I'm saying, from self learning and plus the transferable skills. And that's another thing people seem to forget about. Yes, there are transferable skills, especially if you work in customer service. You work at Walmart, man, you can get right into tech. You work at Amazon, man, you can get right into tech. You know what I'm saying? Like you can get just everything usually is tech coded. Even when I was working at the airport, granted I was cleaning up there too and I didn't do much with tech, And I didn't even put that on my. Oh, that's another thing. When it comes to resumes, y'all, if you did something that didn't have like a lot of tech, either amp it up to make it seem like it, or just don't include it at all. And yeah, I'm just rapping to y'all for real. This about IT, getting in with no experience, telework, and how sweet is it? You know how many people ask me about IT just because they see me posting, and they think it's so sweet because I'm doing stuff like working from home, or I could be riding around, but I'm still working because guess what? It's Wi-Fi in my truck. It's Wi-Fi on my iPad and it's Wi-Fi on my phone, which means it's gonna be Wi-Fi on whatever device I'm using to do my work, which can be done on a laptop or an iPhone, an iPod like shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all, like I always recommend it. I recommend getting a tech, man. It's a great lane. It's not all hard up. And if you do work at a place that's like super strict and stiff on you and you just making you do more than you should, I wouldn't suggest working there. And I'm always pro don't work a job if you don't like it. Period. Like I don't play that. Why do people want to work jobs that they don't like? I don't know. Maybe because of the money, but you need to find a job that you do like with the same amount of money. But like I said, I'm just rapping to y'all about IT, working from home, little to no experience. Granted, I had experience, but only because I went to school, CTI, Career Technical Institute, Vermont Avenue, Northwest DC. I went there for 6 to 9 months. It was really like six, and then like the last 3 months, I was just like finishing up little stuff, coming like once a week or something like that. But 6 to 9 months, get you some hands-on little experience. Also, you can get you an internship. I did my internship at the Gadget Guys. So, at the Gadget Guys, I was there for about, I think I did this for like 4 months because it was cold, and then it ended up being, no, was it cold when I first started? I was wearing hoodies there, yeah. But when I stopped, it was about like right before September or something like that. I can't remember the real timeline. I would have to like go online and tell y'all my real timeline. But after 4 months, I was like, all right, I don't really need to be here too much longer. And I was already filling out applications for my job, like for my job that I work in now. I started working in September 2019. So, yeah, y'all, I need some more water. But this is a little short video letting y'all know I am teleworking. I do telework 3 times out of the week for real. And like I say, I just encourage people to get into IT. It's a great field, especially if you're young, you're a millennial. You know what I'm saying? Like we grew up with computers. We grew up on iPhones when iPhones came out. You know what I'm saying? And all this and that. Like we learn how to do stuff so easily. So it's the same thing on these computers. Like half of the stuff, like for the most part, is like installs, resets, unlocks for real. And then some people may have like some type of hardware issue or something like that. But for the most part, it's either something that you can fix. And if it's something that you can't fix or you just don't understand, it's probably because it needs to be escalated to networking. So, yeah. And it's easy to work in the comfort of your own house too, because it's the comfort of your own house. But this is just a little quick work from home video. I'm just telling y'all how y'all can get into IT real quick. Already did that. Go to a little 6 to 9 month schooling or self teach yourself and get a certification. And I don't you might as well, and especially once you in tech, you might as well not even go for the A+. Like once I got into my actual, excuse me, my actual role, I'm like, it's no point of getting an A+. But I did say I was practice studying for it on my interview. Excuse me, on my interview. But it's like to get the A+, I keep telling y'all, it's a 2-part test, and you got to pay for each part. It's other certifications out there that's a 1-part test that you don't have to do all of that for, and it don't even cost as much either. So, yeah, y'all, I'm gonna let this video go right here. I'll talk to y'all later. If y'all have any questions or concerns, put them in the comments. If you want me to talk about something, make a video about something, let me know.